As crossover for some sports news, it's heartbreak for the Tigers. They failed to retain the title. Coyote has more in a moment.
Welcome to Sports News. Nigeria's The Tigers have lost to Tunisia in the final of the FIBA Afrobasket in Tunis. After trailing by as many as 15 points in the final quarter, Nigeria cuts the deficit to 8 with 3 minutes 31 seconds left, but they could not complete the comeback and eventually lost by 65 to 77 points. Captain Ike Diogu, who was named the tournament's most valuable player, led Nigeria with 20 points and 10 rebounds. Diogu, along with teammate Ike Iroegbu, were also named in the Afrobasket All-Stars team.
Newer puts up another one! Three-pointer, Newer comes inside. Oh, huge rejection there. It's come out to Lahiani. Unrejected again. Great defense from Diogu. And here come Nigeria with Iroegbu to throw it down. Iroegbu, pass inside. Great assist thrown down. Elmer Brook puts up the shot. Elmer Brook, that is surely the one. Tunisia, our Afrobasket 2017 win.
Well, great effort, but not enough. Nigeria's home-based Eagles were held to a goalless draw by Guinea at the WAFU Nations Cup in Ghana. Both countries pushed the numbers forward in the final 10 minutes of the match, but both were poor in front of goal and had to settle for a share of the spoils. The result leaves Nigeria with 2 points in Group A, while Guinea earned their first point. And Manchester City have moved to the top of the Premier League with a 6-0 win over Watford. Pep Guardiola's men were in rampant form with Sergio Aguero's hat-trick, as well as goals from Gabriel Jesus, Nicolas Otamendi and Raheem Sterling, helping City to a straightforward win. Elsewhere, Liverpool were held to a 1-0 draw by Burnley at Anfield. Newcastle United beat Stoke City 2-1 for their third win in a row, and Huddersfield Town and Leicester City battled to a 1-0 draw. It was goalless between West Brom and West Ham. Tottenham and Swansea also played goalless, while in the day's lunchtime kickoff, Southampton beat Crystal Palace 1-0 to spoil Roy Hodgson's first match in charge of the Eagles. To other sports, Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel stormed to a stunning pole position at the Singapore Grand Prix as title rivals Lewis Hamilton managed only fifth. Vettel was 0.323 seconds quicker than Red Bull's Max Verstappen, who edged out teammate Daniel Ricciardo. Ferrari's Kimi Raikkonen was 0.578 seconds slower than the German, and Hamilton 0.635 seconds adrift of Vettel. The result gives Vettel a golden opportunity to reclaim the championship lead from Hamilton on Sunday.
Amazing, and it's an amazing track if you feel that the car is coming alive and you can do what you want to. So I know we had it in us. It was a bit of a struggle to get there, but now I'm just happy.
That's all on Sports News. Many thanks for watching. Melinda is back in just a moment.
Many thanks, Coyote. Policemen have searched a residential home in Salisbury, Surrey, and evacuated residents in the area in connection with Friday's attack on a tube train in Parkson Station in London. This comes after the arrest of an 18-year-old man at the port area of Dover today on suspicion of being one of the brains behind the ugly incident, the fifth in the series of terrorist attacks in Britain this year. But the Islamic State militants have claimed responsibility for this attack.
Parsons Green train station in London reopened in the early hours of Saturday after a homemade bomb failed to detonate properly on a fully packed commuter train during the rush hour on Friday, triggering the country's highest security level in decades. The bomb struck as passengers were travelling to the centre of the British capital. Some suffered burns, while others were injured in a stampede to escape from the station, one of the above ground stops on the underground tube network, but none is reported to be in serious condition. There are concerns of more imminent attacks, but Metropolitan Police Commissioner Cressida Dick says,
I don't think people should get used to the idea that there will be constant attacks. However, we are trying to fight against a very considerable threat, not only from overseas, not only online, but also, of course, as we are seeing, coming from a very small number of people of a variety of persuasions in our own communities.
Police have arrested an 18-year-old man in southern port of Dover on suspicion of being one of the attackers, a development many have described as significant.
We will have to make sure that we take all steps we can to ensure that the sort of materials that this man was able to collect become more and more difficult to combine together. We will always learn from these sort of incidents.
The attack at Parsons Green Tube Station has prompted the government to take the rare step of deploying soldiers. Armed police are seen patrolling through Westminster, central London. The Horse Guards Parade, a tourist spot in central London, locked its gates to the public as security remained tight outside Parliament and the Prime Minister's number 10 Downing Street residence.
And the main news again. There were more calls for the unity of Nigeria today after days of mayhem in Abia State following the clash between members of the indigenous people of Biafra and Nigerian soldiers, a situation that sent shockwaves across the country. Also today, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Walter Onogen, challenged judges to strive and ensure the continued unity of Nigeria by compliance to the rule of law, which he said will boost public confidence in the judiciary. And police in the United Kingdom today arrested an 18-year-old man in connection with yesterday's attack on a London tube train. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Melinda. Good night.